So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's a cut crease winged eye with dark cranberry lips. This look will be so perfect for the holidays that are coming up because it's bold and dramatic yet totally glamorous. You can pair this look up with any lips you want, and I did use neutral colors on the eyes, but you can choose whichever colors you desire. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look right here, and then just please keep watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Hello again, guys. I'm starting off like usual and just filling in my brows. I'm first taking the Salon Perfect Brow Gel to tame my brow hairs, and this just ensures my brow hairs are going the direction that I want them to. Next, I'm using my bhcosmetics Brow Trio in medium and dark to fill in my brows. I usually outline first with the dark and then fill them in with the medium. I start out by outlining the bottom of my brows, starting almost midway, then lining the innermost part. And when I get the shape that I want, I start outlining the top. I like dramatic brows, and it's not for everyone, but I like it on me, so it's just what I'm doing. I'm going to clean up the bottom of my brows with the bhcosmetics Studio Pro Concealer Palette in Light. I decided to experiment and tried cleaning the top of my brows, and I honestly didn't like it at all on me. Then it was my first time using this Wet n Wild concealer to prime my eyelids, and oh my goodness. Ew, just look, sometimes products separate and we need to shake it up. So I did, and I almost didn't want to try this, but sometimes products just need to be shaken, not stir. Anyways, I love this concealer as an eyelid primer. My shadows lasted all day and did not budge, surprisingly. I like to set my concealer with a powder first before beginning with any eyeshadows. I just like blending eyeshadows on top of powders because it blends so much better. And now I'm using my new Morphe palette and taking that shade there as my transition shade. I'm not bringing the shade up too high, and I'm keeping it pretty low because this is the color that the black is going to be blending into. Just take your time and blend this color out. Take a step. And then to blend it out better, I'm taking a lighter shade, probably 2 to 3 shades lighter than that first shade, and this is going to blend out any harsh edges. Gradually add more of this lighter eyeshadow to blend out that darker shade. Now with an angled liner brush, I'm dipping ever so slightly into the black shade, and I'm going to start cutting my crease. I feel like this is the most important step when creating a cut crease look. Definitely take your time to sketch out your cut crease. I'm leaving my eyes opened so I know exactly how my eyes will look. You never want to do this part with your eyes closed because the cut crease might not complement your eyes. The easiest way to do this is having your eyes just slightly opened so you can see the natural fold and crease of the eye. To make sure your cut crease is as even as possible, make sure your liner brush is thin and short. You never want to use a thick brush because a thicker liner brush will give you a messy line, and you don't want that. And then I'm winging out my crease, but if you don't want to wing it out, just continue it to the outer corners of the eyes. Using the same angled brush with a little bit more additional product and just pushing some product from the crease line upwards. Make sure not to grab a lot of product or else it will start looking kind of messy and muddy. And then now with a tapered blending brush, I'm taking that shade to warm up the look. You want to take your time and gradually add the shade in. The pointiest part of the brush should go where the black crease line was. It's important to blend in the black cut crease line upwards just so it gradually fades instead of having just like a dark line in the middle of our lid. Again, focus most of the color on the outer 2/3 of the crease. Don't bring it all the way to the inner corners. You might want to go in with a clean, fluffy brush just to blend out any harsh edges like what I'm doing here. Now that I have blended out that harsh line, I'm just taking a little bit more black on my angled brush to outline my cut crease again. People feeling like the Now for the fun part and my favorite part, I'm taking e.l.f.'s glitter glue primer and I'm applying this where my shimmer shade is going to be, which is obviously the eyelid. You don't have to do this, but this glitter glue makes any shimmer eyeshadow pop and look amazing. And then I'm applying that gold shimmer eyeshadow. I'm applying it using a packing motion, then I'm moving the brush side to side just to evenly distribute the product. Make sure to apply the shadow below your cut crease for a flawless, sharp look. You can use any eyeshadow you want, but I suggest using a lighter shade for this part. A dark shade can defeat the purpose of a cut crease. And then this part is optional, but I felt like I needed an extra oomph. So I'm using this white shimmer shade, which reminds me of Moonstone from the Lorac Mega 2 palette. And I'm just applying it on my inner corners. Now I'm just curling my lashes, and then I'm going to be applying some gel eyeliner. I prefer a winged liner when I wing out my cut crease, so that's exactly what I'm doing. And I created a pretty dramatic thick winged liner today, but I love drama with any cut crease look. And then for a cleaner, bolder liner, I'm going over my gel liner with the NYC liquid liner. This is totally optional and you don't have to do this, but I feel my liner lasts all day and it doesn't smear. And then I'm just cleaning my winged liner up because I thought I wanted a super smoky under eye, so I brought my winged liner really low, but I changed my mind, so I'm using some makeup wipe just to clean it up. Now I'm applying mascara and tiling my upper lash line and applying my favorite pairs of lashes. Finally, let's get onto the face. I'm busting out my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, an oldie but definitely a goodie. I used to use this all the time, but I got really oily in the summertime, so I barely touched it. Since my skin is a bit dry now, since it's winter, I can finally use it again and I love it. I love the finish it gives. It makes me look so dewy, so healthy, so radiant. Using a stippling motion, it provides me a very high coverage and conceals any redness and scarring I have on my face. I decided to speed up this process so you guys can see the full face in action. I feel you guys really like my full face routine, so I didn't want to cut it out. Now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light to conceal my under eyes and to highlight the rest of the face. And don't mind me, I kept looking at my computer screen because I was watching It's Judy's live. Anyways, I'm just highlighting my nose bridge, my cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. And then to blend it out, I'm just stippling it in with my foundation brush. And then now I'm cream bronzing with my bhcosmetics Studio Pro Concealer Palette in Dark. This isn't my ideal product to bronze up my skin with since it's pretty thick and heavy, but I always buff it in so it shears out a little bit. I like cream bronzing because it just looks so natural when set with a bronzer and it lasts so much longer on my skin. I just bronze my cheeks, forehead, and a little bit on my jawline. And then after that, I'm going to be baking a cake. Just kidding. I'm going to bake my face and I'm using my NYC Smooth Skin Powder with a damp cosmetics sponge. And I'm just baking under my eyes and just basically anywhere where I applied my concealer. And I'm also baking under my contour so it looks much cleaner and sharper. And then while I bake, I'm going to be setting my cream bronzer. I'm using my NYC Sunny Bronzer just to set where I applied any cream bronzer. And then after that, I'm just going to be buffing out all the powder from my face with a fluffy dual fiber brush. I don't usually like leaving my powder bake too long because then my skin gets really dry. So just after like a minute, I just buff it out. And then after that, I'm spraying some Mario Badescu rose water to set all the powder and prevents my face from looking cakey. To contour, I'm using my Wet n Wild contour palette and just contouring my cheekbones. I usually press my brush to create a flat edge and then just contour. I also contoured my nose and under my lips like always. I'm using an eye kohl and lining my lower lash line and just a little bit below it and then buffing it out for a smoky effect. I wanted the inner corners of my eyes to be a little bit more extra highlighted, so I'm using that white shimmer shade again just to highlight my inner corners. Don't forget to apply mascara to your lower lashes. And then for the first option, I decided to pair this look up with a neutral, warm toned nude lipstick. And I thought it looked so stunning and beautiful and wearable to any special occasion. But I wanted to go for a bold, dramatic look. So I'm pairing this eye look with a bold cranberry lip. You can honestly pair this look up with any lip color you want, matte, glossy, anything you want, because although the eyes are really dramatic, the colors are very neutral, so it'll go along with anything. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye. Stop the way, yeah. Let's jump in.